shot movie, that's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready up!
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Falcon football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Right there.
Throwing is Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Go 3. 19 tight.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Derek Barnes in on the stop. The Falcons at 500 hit 6-6. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 14. Flush to his right.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive. Find a way to avoid the turnover to play get on the last one.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's park for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Hurts. But it's caught. Tompkins.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second, here's Algier.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aleem McNeil with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, but it will be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
He's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
19 Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where.
He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Hey, check out, street.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hurry. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A read option. Here's Algier. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Come back team! Riggs!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL-caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Left wing 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one swung out to Williams.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10. It's Algier.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 1. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
But first down hurts. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go street. 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now ETN to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, and reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mustang 19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. And look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the posts. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hurts throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Hey, pass. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Hurts. It's caught. Tompkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Buffalo 18. Hey, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Cut 19, cut 19. Warriors 70.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Detroit, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.